Good morning, Year 2. Today is Monday the 1st of March 2021. Welcome to a new month. Today we are going to be continuing on from our writing from last week. So you are going to need to find your sentences, which should have been up-levelled and edited, and also a piece of A3 paper for today's task. Pause the video now and read back through your work looking for common errors, such as capital letters and full stops, commas if you use an expanded noun phrase, and your Year 1 and 2 spelling words. Use your word mat to help you correct these with red pen. Remember, this is still the planning stage, and therefore it doesn't matter if they don't look really neat at the moment. We're going to be presenting these over the next couple of days and including them on our poster with our neatest handwriting. Now you've checked and corrected these basic errors, we would like you to read your sentences aloud to make sure they make sense. This is checking the clarity of the sentence. Also, think about the level of detail you've included and whether this engages the reader into wanting to become a polar explorer. Finally, have you used a variety of sentence starters and descriptions to make your sentences more engaging? And lastly, and probably the most important, does your reader feel informed about becoming a polar explorer, and do they feel like they now want to sign up? If you read your sentences to an adult, see if it encourages them to sign up, and if it doesn't, decide on what you could do with your language, your sentence starters, or your level of description to improve them further. Now it's time to get your red pen out and make all of these corrections. Check in your purpose, your audience, and your clarity. Pause the video now and do this, and then come back when you're ready to start on the main task. Welcome back, Year 2. So now it's time to get your A3 paper and your strips of sentences from last week that have been edited. We're going to do a little bit of layout work. So with your A3 piece of paper, we'd like you just to put your different sentences on your paper in varying places and see what works best. Think about what you want at the top of the page and the bottom of the page. Think about whether you want to have it in the middle or to one of the sides. And think about the important information that your reader is going to see first. Your eye is automatically drawn to the middle, centre, top of the page. So this is where you want to put your key information, your most persuasive sentences, and your strongest pieces of information. Try to find 2 or 3 different ways of laying out your work. Which one works best? Which one do you think will engage your reader the most? Have you left space for illustrations and images and diagrams? Take time to do this now and tell your adult why you've made the decisions you've made. Well done, Year 2, great presentational work. So now you have everything laid out in the right place, we're going to start writing our up-level sentences in neat. We would like you to use your best handwriting to do this. So it's really important that you do some hand warm-up exercise. Okay, so now we have warmed up our fingers. It is time for us to focus on one sentence at a time. You need to think about the size of the paper you're going to use for each sentence. You're better to have a too big a piece of paper because you can cut it down. Remember, your handwriting needs to be the same size, joined, and continuous. Leave your finger space and really focus. It's really important you find a quiet environment to do this in, as this is something you can do independently. Find your first piece of paper and start writing your first sentence. Well done, Year 2. So you've now written your first sentence in your most beautiful handwriting. You should be very proud of yourself. Today, we would like you to do 2 more sentences maximum. It's really important you take your time and go slowly to ensure it's your best handwriting. When you come to tomorrow's lesson, you're going to need some of your sentences that are written up, and we'll be writing up some more tomorrow. There'll be time for this, so don't rush today. You'll also need your A3 piece of paper, and we'll be doing some work on presentation skills for our poster. Enjoy writing up your sentences, be really proud of your handwriting, and we can't wait to see some of your work later this week. See you tomorrow.